Hello everyone, welcome back to Homestuck. Wasn't my cleanest hello everyone ever, kind of slurred that, whoops. Anyway, I hope you are doing well today. If you are enjoying the series, like and subscribe. Hey, I remembered to do it at the beginning of the video. Eventually that's going to become routine and then I won't be able to congratulate myself every time I do it. I better savor it while it lasts. Anyway, before I began today, I wanted to talk about a couple things. First off, I understand. I know that the green text, 4 episodes now at this point, was Jade's grandchild. I figured that out, actually, in the episode. It's so funny, because people, I used to get the troll voices wrong all the time, and, people were like, oh, no, it's okay, you'll figure it out. So that guy... Whoever that character is must be a fan favorite because everybody's like, no, you have to get it right. Anyway, other than that, the other thing I wanted to talk about is what is Homestuck about? I was asking myself this question after the last episodes. And I think if you peel back all the layers, Homestuck is about contentment. I think, at least as far as the story's gone so far. And we're seeing sort of the development of the life stages a little bit. Because at the beginning, it's all about who can have the biggest sword and the best game experience and all that, which feels very childlike, And then a bit ago, it was all about romance and, or at least, flirtation and reproduction and all that, which is puberty. And whatever we're going into after the scratch, I assume is going to be what are you supposed to do with your life, which is, young adulthood. And then, eventually contentment. Also, after the scratch, I think we might have some sort of a time jump, right? At least, in the actual universe, even if not our characters. So it would make a lot of sense if it became about, or if it, at that point, started to resemble themes of adulthood and all that. It's already starting to, honestly, with a lot more focus on the people that came before, the troll ancestors and the parents and stuff. Rose and John's reaction, or Rose's specifically reaction to her mother's death, felt very much like a, a moment where you realize your parent is a human being instead of an all-powerful god or whatever that's built to annoy you. So yeah, I think that's where it's going. And the reason I say contentment specifically is because we're fighting against essentially inevitable forces, the end and creation of a universe. It's I don't know if we're going to be able to stop or start that. I don't know if we're, going to stop Lord English necessarily. Or if the end goal of Homestuck is just going to be to stop fighting and live a life that's worth living for each of the characters. No grand destiny, just living life. That's my guess at this point. So, question of the day right now. Am I close? 1-word answers only. Yes, no, maybe. Anyway, apparently I have to read more Carcat, which is great. We're going to start with Carcat, and then my voice will be dead for the rest of the session. Oh well, let's begin.
Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. If we can ride this out for a little longer until the critical moment, and Dave/Rose can destroy the sun, Jack shouldn't be a threat. Conveniently, if they are successful, that will signal the beginning of our own escape plan.
What's your plan?
Apparently, the explosion will be so huge it'll be visible at great distances throughout the furthest ring, even from different sessions like yours and ours. You won't get to see it because by then your session should be wiped out by the scratch, but we will, and the plan is to use it as a beacon and travel there as a rendezvous point.
A rendezvous with who?
We got people there. That's what Jade tells me.
Oh, so all the ghosts are gonna come to the new session? Oh, that's interesting.
Jade knows so many things lately. What's even her deal?
Hell if I know. This is basically dream intelligence. Every time she goes to sleep, she has more to ramble about. She says I should go to sleep and find out. But I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to be napping between making all these plans and getting persecuted by this demented honking asshole? So yeah, we'll meet in the aftermath of the explosion with our people on the inside. Or I guess I should say outside. I don't think they can come with us though.
Oh, okay.
Come with you where? Who are they?
Dead people. As for where, it's not like we're going to stick around there forever. That'd probably be depressing since we're not fucking ghosts. The Scratch will reboot your session. Your whole universe, actually. So somewhere in the dreadful abyss, that new session will start up in its own inciposphere from scratch. Look at that. Another pun, because of using that fucking word in every other sentence. Kill me now! But that from scratch fucking lol session is what you're shooting for to survive. The idea is for all of you to preserve yourselves by escaping there.
Through the lawn ring?
Yes! Once you're there, you'll help us find our way there too. And then we can all finally figure out what the fuck to do with the rest of our lives.
Oh, so then this is how we're supposed to meet. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I guess. If enough of us are alive by then to meet.
So, I guess you're not worried about it turning into a huge sloppy makeout fest anymore.
Ugh, right. John, you and Friska better keep your hands to yourselves, or everyone's gonna be really uncomfortable. No interspecies funny business, is that clear? Blah. I'm convincingly flipping my lid about this, waving my arms around a lot, making all my best yelling faces. Wow, look at that. It's time to change the subject again.
Huh?
Poof! Subject changed! If it works and you wind up in a new session, that's why. It'll be important. Oh, that's why it'll be important to make sure one of the Durst Dreamers stays with you, so they can help guide us there from the ring.
Won't there be other players in the new session? Like alternate universe versions of ourselves or such?
Probably. But those chumps won't know anything about us, or all our plans. Why would they?
Yeah, it's just kind of weird though.
So out of everything we just talked about, this is the thing that has you tripping globes? Ugh, whatever you say.
But I guess it's sort of comforting too. If Rose or Dave have to go off and die, at least I get to see them again, in a way. Even if it'll only be alternate universe John to them. Maybe my dad will be alive in that session too.
Okay, maybe. But before you get too excited about all that, you gotta make sure you can get there first. Which means you have to do what I say and stick to the plan. You need to focus on getting ready to start the scratch. The game doesn't make a hard reset that easy to pull off. Once you initiate it, the game throws everything it's got at you. Which is one reason why you're the best guy for the job, because of your superpowers and silly windy bullshit.
Okay, I'll do my best. What should I do now?
Get prepared. Make all the equipment you think you'll need. Stay out of trouble. Wait for Jade to send that code. Wait for me to contact you for the first time. And do your best to humor him while he ignorantly attempts to flame you back into the puddle of slime you crawled out of. Please?
Oh man, our first conversation ever. I can't wait.
Yeah, but can I just say something in my defense before that happens? I don't actually hate you, and I never did. I was deluding myself. Deep down, I'm sure I was always pretty okay with you.
Yeah, thanks, Carcat.
That wasn't a fucking compliment.
The scrapbook is now in hopeless disarray. Well, feel free to examine the clippings while I tidy. Okay, I will. Wow, it's very bright. Oh, he's tidying. Click the panels! Whoa! Hey, look. It's Jade Sprite. Jade Sprite? What you doing? Dave Sprite.
Dave?
He's alive! Kind of.
Hey.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Dave Sprite not dead. Past John. Talking to Kanaya and then Vriska, okay. Why does that look so weird? I guess, again, it's because of the green and black thing. Like, Vriska's text is so bright. What happened? Hi, John Human.
Ah!
Whoa, that's cool. I like that. It's what cool design.
Excuse me, alien time troll, but I'm trying to wrap a present. Really, you all have the worst timing.
Yes, I can see that. 2 ugly garments and seeds for some kind of strange earth vegetable. Pretty lame present, John.
Nope, not going to ask you how you know my name, or what I'm sending. Don't care. And one of these ugly garments is for me. Also, it's not ugly, it's awesome.
Not as awesome as something you'll be wearing later, thanks to me.
Uh-oh, my mouse is hovering dangerously close to the block button. It always does that when I talk to trolls. It is the dangedest thing.
Calm down. I just thought I would foreshadow my existence to you at this quaint moment in your timeline. It is way too tempting not to let you know I've taken great care to become a very important feature in your life. Or for that matter, to let you know that I will be giving you a present so much better than the useless crap you're shoving in that box. I'll be giving you the gift of immortality.
Oh, sweet. That's been on my wish list, ranking just below a mint-condition Little Monsters poster starring Hollywood superstar Howie Mandel. Can I expect it to arrive on my next birthday?
Yes, as a matter of fact. Nice guess. It will come at a cost, though.
The Mandel poster or the immortality?
The latter, jackass. In order for you to claim it, you'll have to be quite gullible and allow me to arrange your murder.
I see. Here's where all the sick trolling begins. You can keep your present, I'm not interested.
But you will be. You'll happily go along with everything I tell you to do. And then, once I've completely earned your trust, I will kill you, John.
The other troll I just talked to was way better, if a tad grumpy. At least she was down with talking about cool movies, sort of.
But this is all true. I've seen it already. You have no idea how delicious the dramatic irony is right now. You will die. I will lead you into a trap and watch you bleed to death on a big stone slab with a sword stuck in your chest. There's nothing you can do about it. In fact, it has already happened.
That's nice. Now scram, troll!
I'll leave you alone soon enough. I was just feeling pretty pleased with myself about all the brilliant plans I made for you and your friends. Stopping by in your past to mess with your head is really just a courtesy, because I like to think you were pretty good friends by the time I get around to killing you.
Okay, you got me. My feathers are all ruffled, and I can no longer tell my ass apart from a big orange earth vegetable. Now can you leave me alone?
I guess so, but my inevitable grisly murder of you notwithstanding, you're a pretty fun guy to hassle. It'll be difficult sparing you from the privilege of my company until your game begins.
That is basically the worst pickup line I've ever heard.
Please, John, as if there is any conceivable sequence of events which could lead me to consider you as a viable romantic partner in any quadrant, even the pale ones.
Blurp derp blah. More plausible alien-sounding things. Weren't you leaving?
Yes.
Okay, then.
I mean, I was going to, but now I guess I'm not.
Oh? Why?
Because this isn't really happening.
It isn't?
It did once, but now it's just a memory. I guess I must be dead. Oh dear. Well, fuck.
Okay. Is this conversation over now? Can I keep packing my present?
This conversation as it went before is already over. I said goodbye and you blocked me, don't you remember?
Well, I was gonna block you, but then I didn't for some reason.
Exactly, because we've already been through this. You're either asleep or dead, like me. Man, I can't believe I let her trick me like that. Such an amateur mistake.
I guess I'm feeling something like deja vu, maybe. I still don't think I believe you, though.
Hey, do you have any recollection at all of the last message I sent you before I died?
I don't even know who you are!
Yeah, I figured. Just as well. I made some pretty embarrassing confessions to you. I guess I'm getting what I asked for in a way, even though it's not what I'm pictured.
What did you ask for?
I asked you if you wanted to, you know, hang out.
Was this after you killed me and gave me immortality?
Yes. So what do you say? Or do you think what you might have said?
About what? You mean hanging out?
Yeah. Oh god. Wrong. Yeah.
Oh god, this is so ridiculous! You're just a crazy troll on the internet, and I need to get back to packing up this present for my friend. We are not going to hang out. I'm sorry.
John, there is no present. You're not in your hive, and you don't have anything to send. She received it a long time ago. None of this matters anymore. If you don't believe me, you're free to look out your window.
What will that accomplish?
It might help you remember, and you'll be able to see me if you want. Ah, the classic image.
with the weird reflection in the glasses. Hello. Feel free to examine the clippings. Well, does that mean Vriska's staying dead? Surprising. Let's do this one next. It's Nepeta. Cat's talking.
Jaspers, I guess I should say farewell to you for now.
Oh no, what am I going to do now? Why would these two talk? I don't even remember what Jasper's sprite sounded like, but I'm pretty sure it was a very similar voice.
More Nepeta. I'll just do it very low, because it's Jaspers, and it's not Nepeta.
Okay.
Because this is the end of your timeline, and I don't know what happens to you after this.
Wow, that's very good.
I mean, happens to you after this. That one was kind of obtuse, sorry.
What's a timeline?
That's a hard question. Okay, imagine a long, tempting strand of yarn.
Yes, oh yes, so great.
Now imagine instead of being made of wiggly, enticing stuff, it's made of what lets you exist, and you are right at the twitching tip of it. Don't you see? Look up at the sky.
Meow, yes, I see the sky. I can tell that indeed something is going on. But aside from that, I don't really understand what you said, being a cat and all.
That's fine. You don't have to try too hard. All you have to know is that it's the scratch, and I'm not 100% sure what happens next for you.
Purr. I still think it's nice how you slip cat things into things you say. You're so clever and wonderful, Nepeta.
Hee.
What's the scratch?
Well, you know Rose's friend John?
Yes, of course.
Imagine that he is using this great big circle like a really fun scratching post, and it makes all this light come out that changes everything. Just after he starts doing that, the sky goes funny everywhere, and I can't see you anymore.
I just realized, is something still happening up here? Oh no, it's just scrapbook pieces, okay.
Yes, that's what it is.
I think I understand that completely.
I'm a bit nervous for you, especially since you remind me so much of someone I already lost. But maybe you'll be okay, I don't know.
Oh, her own loses.
I'm not worried, Nepeta, so you shouldn't either. It's not as if I've never died before.
You are a brave kitty, just like Pounce was. Whee.
Pounce was a cat like me?
Yes, she was amazing. I bet you and she would have gotten along famously.
Oh, I bet you're right, Purr. Was she nice to sniff?
Yes, she smelled really good, and also she was super beautiful.
Wow.
Did you ever have someone nice back on Earth who you loved?
Rose. I loved Rose.
Of course you did. I mean, a nice cat was your mate Sprit.
So was a time that I remember I was thinking about girl cats a lot for some reason. I would saunter around the house making all these big meows and looking out the windows with my nose touching the glass. But then Rose's mom took me to this place where I was scared to be for a while, and then when I was at home again, I didn't do the meows anymore. I guess I didn't think about the girl cats after that, which is just as well, because none ever came to the windows. Not really, even when I did my biggest meows.
That's too bad, but I bet lots of girl cats would have loved to be with you, if only there had been some around here who loved me meows.
Before you got taken there.
You're really nice, Nepeta. What about you, Zo?
Me?
Yes.
Well, I've never told anybody this, not even my Moirail. Actually, he's the last guy I might tell. He's so approves. But yes, I have liked somebody for quite some time, but alas, he does not know it.
Why, what don't you tell him? Maybe you can win his affection by rubbing your cheek against him. That's what I would do.
Oh, no. I'm too shy for all that. And he's so adorably grumpy all the time. It probably wouldn't go over well. It's hard to explain. Maybe cats think differently. But trolls tend to be pretty cautious about expressing their feelings when it comes to the flushed quadrant.
What's a quadrant?
It is, okay, it has romantic applications, but it is also something more general than that. A quadrant is, how do I say this?
Oui?
A quadrant is a thing in a group of things that consists of 4 similar things.
Like paws?
Exactly like paws.
I see, that's really easy to get. I think that you should tell him that you like him. You might not get the chance if you don't. For instance, I think instead of meowing at your windows, I should have just scurried out a door before it could close. Then I might have found a girl cat to sniff. Oh well.
I know, but it's just not that simple. I could make someone else jealous, I think. And what if he doesn't feel the same way? And, oof, it's all so complicated.
Why do you have to go and make things so complicated? Anyway,
Maybe I just need to let go of the silly infatuation. I think it's never gonna happen, honestly. You shouldn't lose hope. I have another story that might give you hope, even though it should be noted again I am only a cat. Oh? Yes, one time I was with Rose and I was sitting there dressed up in my suit with her happy as can be. But then she disappeared. The whole place disappeared and I was in another place. There was no Rose, there was someone else. I guess I loved her too, but in time, but never as much as Rose. I just wasn't the same. I kept waiting to see Rose again, but never did, and finally I lost hope that I would, and then I died. But then I became alive again, and got to see her, and I was so happy. Purr, 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 purr. That's my story, and that's why I think there's always hope, even if you die.
What a lovely moral for everyone in Homestuck.
So, you're saying that maybe I'll have to die to get to be with him? Yes, maybe. I hope that's not the case, but I guess you just have a different way of looking at things. Thank you for the advice, Jaspers. Purr.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. Alright, Dave building. It's gonna be about bro. No, it's old Dave. Or young Dave. Dave from the past. Here's one for you. It's a Whopper. Are you ready?
For what?
This huge fucking Whopper I'm about to just say.
You mean a canard of behemothic embellishment?
What?
Or was your resolve finally dismantled by the siren song of all that flame-broiled beef?
No. Okay, first, do you even have Burger Kings out in the fucking woods? Why do you reference things that obviously aren't in the woods, like terrible burgers?
I'll limit my establishments of reference to lumber mills and sugar shanties from now on. Also, there's a Burger King less than 40 minutes from my house. I won't let this stand in the way of the new policy, though.
There is? Okay, whatever. I'm talking about a dream I just had. I mean, it was all doozy, like, psychologically speaking. Doozy's a slightly dumber word than Whopper.
Certainly less delicious.
It was absurdly heavy-handed. My subconscious was really slathering it on. Like whatever tangy sludge the king himself squirts on his bargain patties. It's impossible that I dreamt it ironically? I don't know. It's possible. I figured you'd be interested in hearing about it. It's every bit as thick and juicy as a half pound of sizzling grade A premium. Okay, this is stupid. We gotta get the burgers out of this conversation. Are you busy?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Listen to this.
I'm making snow abominations. With my laptop outside while it's snowing. I thought you didn't want me to analyze your dreams anymore.
No, but this one's too good not to put under a fucking microscope. Wow, I just added fucking in there. I wasn't even in there. With your whole precocious psychotherapy shtick, it's almost laughably symbolic of all my mental problems, assuming I actually have those. It's grotesquely pregnant with meaning, all gestating at least 8 gooey octuplets thrashing around in an undulating belly full of mind slime.
Maybe we can start by evaluating that troubling metaphor.
No, look, I just want your professional take on how many things in my dreams symbolize dicks.
We've already established that all your dreams are packed with enough homoerotic symbolism to lift Freudian theory from the ashes of discreditation.
Wow. Thanks. Most pop culture psychology references are Freudian references, despite the fact that was like psychology from the 60s, and basically nobody ever talks about it anymore. It was actually way before the 60s, but I'm just thinking that's when it was like popularized in like movies and stuff, because that's when there were a lot of movies. Anyway. Yeah, that's a given, but I didn't dream about puppets this time.
Are you serious? I'm clearing my schedule. This is a major breakthrough.
I know. It was so much more relaxing and enjoyable. It was about me dying repeatedly.
Okay. Go on.
I was in this dark place surrounded by this big flock of crows. God, this is so generically morbid. I'm sorry in advance for exposing you to my unconscious mind's fucked up cliches.
It's okay. They wouldn't be cliches if they didn't comprise the unanimously understood bedrock of phallic symbolism, with no other viable interpretation.
Well, obviously I knew the birds were just black screaming sky dogs, so hear me out. I kept dying. There kept being these traps, like I'll go one way and get my head chopped off, and then I go another way and get stabbed or whatever. And every time I died, the dream reset itself, and I was standing there alive and ready to try to escape again. But each time I'd be watching myself from the vantage point of a different crow. Like I was the crow all squawking around in circles, like a macabre flapping douche. And I would always watch myself try to do something different to dodge the trap, and I always ended up dead.
Well, if I've learned anything from my extensive skimming over the Wikipedia articles on dream analysis, it's that this dream is very unlikely to have any literal significance whatsoever. It's probably not about dying at all.
You mean, maybe it's about anxiety over maintaining my blogs, or that my beats might not be ill enough?
Yes, in fact, if you were on my couch, that would have been the next question as a licensed professional. Mr. Strider, have you considered that what you actually dread is having your urban rhythms exposed for what they truly are, which is, clinically speaking, just shy of da bomb?
And then we crack up laughing because we both know that they're fresher than your mom's change of drawers and tighter than when she's wearing them.
Listening to you conjure imagery of my mother in her underpants is definitely keeping us buoyed high above this swirling Freudian hellhole. Well done.
Please, it's not like she's my mom. I can visualize her choice ass all I want without getting much more than moderately uncomfortable for everyone involved.
What if you're wrong?
About what?
Her not being your mother. Don't worry, you're probably safe. Luckily, I can think of no literary or historical precedent for that sort of folly whatsoever.
This isn't the first time you've insinuated we're related. What is up with that?
Isn't it?
No, I mean, I'm not sure. I feel like you brought this up before, which is kind of weird, but now I don't know. I think I'm getting this weird deja vu thing where I was sure we talked about this. Forget it.
Why don't you tell me more about your dream?
Okay, so I kept dying and kept becoming crows and stuff, and then I started to notice something coming up from the sky. It was this faint, eerie singing, and I look up, and there's nothing there, just darkness.
That's interesting. I read about this.
What did you read?
Certain texts say singing from the unknowable void carries a message, that its recipient has been selected for a mission of supreme cosmic importance, that will result in your death and that of billions more, but one that is essential to the perpetuation of existence itself.
Oh my. What the fuck sort of crackpot psychology text would say something like that?
It's not from a psychology text.
So, then you're consulting astrology books now?
Not astrology. More like zoology.
Oh my fucking god. Will you put that away?
I love that. It's very funny. Very funny reaction.
Okay, keep describing the dream, though. If the rest of it is incompatible with prognoses of the zoologically dubious, I'll withdraw my insinuation.
There's not even much more to it. I looked up into the sky, didn't see anyone singing, but even though the sky was black, I could see the sun. It was bright as hell through my shades, so I flapped my wings and flew all the way up there like a fucking piece of garbage, and that's it.
This doesn't strike you as an impulse of self-destruction.
No. Not in the sense that it was a dark sacrificial zoology mission. It was more like somewhere to go besides watching myself die a lot from the vantage of a feathery murder of dumb shitty birds.
So, if hypothetically you were to accept such a mission, or even insist upon one, it wouldn't be in the spirit of genuine sacrifice, but of escape.
What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, something's wrong. This whole conversation is falling apart. This isn't how it originally went at all.
Well, we're making good progress, too. Why did you have to go and remember?
This happened months ago. Does this mean I'm dead?
Uh-oh. Well, we're on theirs.
What do you think?
Stop it. This is so sick, using the dream bubble bullshit to pick apart my psyche. Am I dead or asleep?
If you're starting to remember, you should be able to tell me.
God damn it.
Maybe I'm just as confused as you about it.
Yeah, right.
Am I dead or asleep, Dave?
I don't know.
Try to remember.
Feel free to examine the clippings. Okay. It's a little scary, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, it's this team. I see. Good old
Clubstoosh, I'm here.
And also Mr. Mayor and the bunny. Pickpocket. Furious Liv Tyler. Chase, Hass, the wallet. Secret ambush. Nice, went through the vents. Okay. I'm sure Liv Tyler. Oh my god, there's more! Okay. I'm sure Liv Tyler will stop Clubs Deuce, definitely. Okay, there's a sequel to each one, it looks like.
Are you okay?
Been better.
What happened to you?
What happened to you?
I died in my dream and came back as a dog.
Oh, I turned into a bird and got in a fight.
What?
It's a cool sword, though.
What is that?
What, this thing?
Yeah.
Legendary sword.
How did you get it?
Long story. Shenanigans, mostly.
Yes, I figured shenanigans were probably involved. Can you be more specific?
Well, basically, I'm from another timeline. We couldn't win the game there, so I came back to help Dave.
Dave?
The Dave from this timeline. As a sprite, I'm supposed to help him with his quest.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to help Jade too, but...
She's doing alright, don't worry about it.
Okay, I'll try. You were saying?
So things kind of became even more crazy in this timeline than the one I was from. It's clear Dave was never gonna do the quest I didn't get the chance to finish. Not even after you brought the forge.
The forge?
Your volcano.
Oh.
So, after laying low for a while, I just went and did whatever I could myself. Got Caldflelch. The fucking Welsh sword Dave broke. Went to look for Hephaestus again, figuring there wasn't much hope in beating him this time either, especially being injured and all, but what the hell, right? But then, that's when you lit the forge somehow.
I did?
Well, no, not you, other Jade.
Yeah, she's a lot more brave than me, I think. She brought me back thinking I could help her, and all I did was disappoint her and everyone else. You came back as a sprite and you're managing to do all these important things, but I just feel so scared and helpless.
Sounds like you came back because Jade made the decision for you. I'd have made the decision to come back myself. Maybe it'd be different if you'd made the same choice.
I don't know if I would have had the chance, but I would like to not feel so useless to everybody.
I think everyone's on top of this. There's not much for us to do anymore.
What about your sword? Isn't it important?
I guess so. But not really for me, since I'm not the real Dave anymore.
I'm still not sure how you got it. What does that have to do with my volcano?
That's a bit complicated. See, it turns out I had no idea how the denizens worked at all.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna finish this scrapbook page, and then I guess I'm gonna end. Sheesh. What is this? Oh, the hat is being caught by Nana. So they're all still alive. Okay. Or is this the past? No, because John just crashed the car into the tree. Okay. So they're all the sprites are alive. Why would you... Okay. Whatever. They were just like, we're not going to help anymore. Whatever. I guess we have... Well, no, Jasper Sprite we did see. Jasper Sprite is also alive. What's happening? The scrapbook's getting murdered? Oh no, Doc Scratch is fixing it. Never mind. Complete opposite of that. Okay, John Vriska Snow Party.
So, it seems that you are in fact an alien, with horns and everything. Huh.
Yes, John, horns and all. That totally proves I'm an alien, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, what do you make of these blank white eyes of mine? What do you think that could mean,
I don't know. Aliens usually have big spooky eyes, don't they?
Humans have literally the dumbest extraterrestrial lore. Weren't those supposed to be aliens on one of your posters?
You mean Mac and me? Yeah, even I can admit that movie was indefensible.
Well, if you want to know, normally we have bright orange eyes with gray irises. They fill in with our blood pigment as we get older. Also, normally I have this one goofy eye with 7 pupils because I'm kind of a weirdo. But I guess that's gone now that I'm dead. Not that you'll believe me, because you just refuse to remember anything.
I can accept that you're an alien, but come on! Meeting an alien who's also a ghost in my front yard is a bit too much to believe. It's almost too awesome.
So you don't remember anything about the game at all, then? The destruction of your planet, bringing your ancestor back to life as a clown woman, putting a huge flaming ocean out, okay, with your magical wind, Jack Noir dying, resurrecting, and possibly dying again. Is any of this tickling your sponge?
Nope. Sounds cool, though.
Fuck! I cannot believe how cold it is on this planet. How can any species possibly be able to survive somewhere like this?
Yeah, I thought you looked pretty cold out here, so I brought you a jacket.
No. Oh, it's their normal clothes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, your clothes switched suddenly. Was that some kind of alien wardrobe warpifying technology? Such as a warp drobe, if you will?
Sure, John. Let's just say that's what it was.
You look pretty cool in normal clothes. Not that your space boots and pixie outfit weren't neat.
Thanks. So, is this how humans begin on an Earth date? With simple acts of flattery and kindness?
I don't know about that, really. It just seemed like a nice thing to do. Is this a date?
No, I've decided this definitely will not be a date. Not until you remember something, at least.
Okay, that's probably for the best. I'd probably be pretty nervous on a date with a normal girl, let alone a date with an alien space ghost.
Now that you mention it, me too, probably. Your goofy awkwardness is a bit contagious, frankly. So now what do we do?
Well, since I'm presuming you're new to this planet, I can show you around the place.
Wow, this thing is the most devious death trap I've ever seen.
This is my green slime ghost pogo ride in all of its glory. In my childhood, it was hours of fun and hundreds of painful injuries.
Hey, this thing isn't slimy at all. What the hell?
Nope.
I've noticed humans don't seem to keep any slime around the hive, and yet you are strangely cavalier about your open display of certain receptacles. What's the deal with that? Is it that you're just that ashamed of your secretions as a species?
Not really. Humans just don't really have much use for slime, I guess. Honestly, I can't think of a single practical use for slime other than to be gross.
So bizarre.
Anyway, this thing's kind of a death trap, and I haven't ridden it for years. I think my dad had it installed as one of his ridiculous ways of making a man out of me.
Sure, my custodian had her ways of making me tougher too.
Definitely comparable.
Yeah, parents, right? Anyway, that's my backyard. Pretty damn boring, sorry. I would show you inside, but I don't think my dad would take too kindly to me bringing an alien in there. Or, just yet. I'd have to brace him for it.
That's fine. What else can you show me?
I can show you around my neighborhood if you want.
Sounds great.
There it is. That's everything.
Oh, it's got the Lohawk. Whatever. You know which one. John Planet.
These are my neighbors, who live in a lot of the same looking houses as mine. I never see them. I think they're all really busy people with a lot of serious business to attend to. Hey look, the snow has melted over here. It's really warm suddenly. Weird.
Does your planet usually have these kind of temperature swings?
Nah, this is pretty unusual December weather. I guess I'll take my coat off. I can take yours back if you want.
No thanks. I'll keep it on.
Well, would you look at that? That's so weird.
Huh. There's not really much to see in this town, but there are these huge lakes. This lake wasn't here, or the lake here didn't used to be a lake. A long time ago, before I was born, there was a factory here. My dad said there was this huge explosion. He was walking by with my Nana and he saw it. Then a little later, my Nana died. My dad never told me how, except that it involved a big joke book. I never knew her, which is too bad. She sounds nice.
I know what happened. I saw it.
You did?
Yes. Do you want to know? It might jostle your memory.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I believe this is the lake where Jade landed. You landed a little ways over there, about where your hive is now. You clobbered your Nana to death with the aforementioned joke book, but it wasn't your fault. You were both just little wigglers, riding meteors from the future. You created yourself, your Nana, Jade, her grandpa, not to mention Dave and Rose and their guardians, all in a lab using paradox slime, and sent them back in time as the silly grubs with arms and legs you call babies. And here you were, doubting the usefulness of slime.
Wow, really?
Yes, absolutely. I paid close attention to all of this, because I thought it might give me some clues about us and our ancestors, who were made the same way. Any of this familiar?
That all sounds incredible if true, but I don't have even the foggiest memory of any of that happening.
Yeah, I figured as much. Since you seem bent on staying in your dream bubble coma, why don't I continue the tour?
The tour of Earth?
Sort of.
Whoa!
What's happening?
We're going on an adventure.
Where?
Through your memories, and mine too. This would be a really fun thing to do on a date, I think. If we were actually on a date, which we're not.
Yeah.
How is this happening? Is this like an advanced alien technology? Like holograms or teleportation?
If that's what you want to think to keep you comfy in your stupor, sure.
Where are we?
This is my home planet before it was destroyed. It's called Alternia.
Oh, cool. What's that over there?
That's my hive, which is the thing that you refer to as a house. It's where I grew up.
It looks like Castlevania. It's a castle!
No shit. It is. It is big and foreboding and ostentatious, just the way I wanted it. As a blue blood, I was entitled to build such a home, something that set me far apart from the commoners.
You built it?
Of course not. Robots built it for me when I was very young, but I was allowed to dictate instructions. Expected to, in fact.
Oh gosh, so rad.
Really? I still find it interesting what sort of mundane facts humans tend to be impressed by. Anyway, my design kind of got boring as I got older. A huge castle hive sounds great, but it starts feeling pretty cavernous and lonely after a while. There were so many blocks I never even used. Your tastes change, but you get stuck with growing up in a place suited to your earliest, most juvenile inclinations. Nobody tells you that when you're a kid, though.
I think I know what you mean. I feel like a long time ago I might have given my dad the impression I really like clowns. Now there are clowns everywhere. His stupid collection just keeps growing and growing. It drives me crazy.
John, that barely comparable example is so cute. I don't even know what to say. Well, there's the spider. This was my custodian.
Wah!
This was my custodian when she died. She was hurt in an accident. I killed her myself to put her out of her misery.
Oh.
This is my treasure hoard.
Holy shit! Look at all these glittering space riches!
Yeah, I was really into treasure hunting for a while.
What's with the broken 8-balls?
Never mind those.
Hey, it's the Pupa Pan dress.
This was my respite block. From kind of an embarrassing memory, actually.
More 8-balls. You should really like to smash them.
John, addiction is a powerful thing. You probably wouldn't understand.
What are you wearing?
Just a fairy dress. I wore it for this stupid thing I did once.
Is that a rocket car stuck in the web over there? What's that about?
Don't worry about it. Man, this would be such an awkward moment on a date. Again, if this was one.
There's something really familiar about that rocket.
Let's keep going.
Whoa.
What's happening? Are we back on Earth?
You tell me.
Well, it's my house again. Why are we here? How's any fun seeing your planet?
I don't know, John. They're your memories.
This is my dad's room, but I've never been inside of it, so how do I even recognize it?
Shrug.
I mean, they're in person, so she must have said that out loud.
I think there were some birthday presents for me in here, but I can't recall which birthday that was.
It was your 13th.
But I'm only 12.
Oh boy, the ruined house.
Oh yeah, I remember this. There were imps all over my house acting all rambunctious, but why? It's also hazy. Where's my dad?
Sounds like some things are coming back to you. Any chance you remember me yet?
No, sorry.
The suit. Whoa. Mixed. Oh, you can see the outer ring in the sky. So that's kind of scary. Mixed planet. Dad.
Hey, look! That's my dad! What's he doing here? I missed the heck out of him, though I'm not sure why. He should be safe at home right now. I guess I must have lost track of him, but I don't remember how. All I know is I have this feeling like I should run over there and give him a hug.
Well, just so you know, he's probably not actually there. You know, kind of like how my Lucis was just a memory.
Are you a psychic alien? Like the one who Jodie Foster met in Contact and assumed the form of her dead father to talk to her?
As a matter of fact, yes. I am a psychic alien, but that has nothing to do with this. These are our memories, and we're in the afterlife. I keep trying to tell you, it's starting to get frustrating.
I see. So it is not me who is Jodie Foster. It is more like you are Jodie, because nobody believed her when she came home and had amazing tales to tell. Except Matthew McConaughey.
Arg!
But it's okay. I'll be your Matt McConaughey.
Does that mean you believe me now?
I guess I always did, sort of. I think I've been in denial about what's happening here.
It's nice that you believe me, but that doesn't mean you remember yet.
So, if this isn't my dad, then where is he?
He died too. You saw his body. Don't you at least remember that?
No, not at all. I'm remembering a bunch of things, but not that.
Then what? Do you remember me yet?
No. I only remember when you contacted me and said you'd kill me a little earlier. But that was months ago. I do remember talking to some other trolls like you and playing this game. It was on my 13th birthday. I was really looking forward to playing it, but it was late in the mail. I got some presents from my dad, like this big weird clown doll that I didn't like much, and some fruit gushers. Oh yeah, I also realized gushers are made by Betty Crocker. That freaked me the fuck out. Did you realize Betty Crocker made gushers?
This comes as news to me.
Well, she does. Her villainy knows no bounds. Oh, he also gave me this suit, which I remember wearing for a while. But it didn't quite look like this. It had a black tie and no ghost, so I improved it. Actually, I remember dying in a suit.
You too.
But it wasn't this suit I was wearing when I died. This was.
Okay, well, that was a very long one. Let's hope these next two aren't this long. I think these two look like they're in sequence, so let's start with this. Liv Tyler ambush. Pickpocket again. Remove. Put back. Excellent job, Liv Tyler. Escape. Total success. I remember waking up here after getting shot.
Yes, what else?
Then the cage bunny came. He gave us the bomb. Where'd he go anyway?
She's around.
The bunny's a she?
Her name is Liv Tyler.
Dumb.
Take it up with John. What else?
We were talking about who should go.
Do you remember what we decided?
No. Wait, wasn't I gonna go? Is that what happened? Did I go and now I'm dead?
Not quite.
What not quite? That I didn't go or that I'm not dead?
Do you remember anything else?
No.
What about why you went to fight Jack?
Sure, I did that. Because I wanted to. And because I was supposed to.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I saw my future self fighting him, so obviously that had to happen, else I'd be dead anyway, without even getting the satisfaction of standing up to him.
So was your decision a result of desire or obligation?
Hard to explain. With all this time shit going on, I don't try to understand your light shit, do I? It's hard to explain with all the light time shit going on. I don't try to understand your light shit, do I?
I don't know much about the light shit, to be honest. I may have missed my chance to figure it out.
Haven't we had this conversation already?
Mostly. I'm doing what I can to jog your memory.
It's jogging, I guess. Its man boobs are jiggling a little.
Nice. So what about Jade?
What?
You didn't tell her your expedition with her would result in your death, let alone one she'd inadvertently cause, or that she'd be stuck with the job of resuscitating you, did you?
What am I really supposed to say? Hey, we're gonna hunt frogs till you shoot me through the jack. Through the jack. The jack. Then I die and you gotta make out with me. That kind of changes how the whole thing goes, doesn't it?
Not if you're supposed to, right?
What does that even mean?
I guess you're right. No reason to make an effort to empathize if doing so comes at the price of oblivion.
At the price of oblivion, there it is again. What the fuck?
It must be comforting to have your ASPD tacitly supported by predestination.
What does this stand for? Oh god. ASPD, oh, they're about to explain it.
Antisocial personality disorder.
Sure, I've never seen it shortened like that. But, yeah. Oh no. This conversation just got bum rushed by a mudslide of fucking awful.
It wasn't already awful, believing you might be dead?
You don't know anything about what I was feeling or what happened on Loaf Off. Loaf Off. Very funny. You were all pavement-faced and babbling your Thoreau fester speak and flipping off the shit with your own crazy death wish thing. Why do you think you know what was going through my head? You're just assuming and throwing around psyche buzzwords like ASPD complex disorder.
It's a disorder, a complex, and then a disorder again for good measure?
In your case, probably.
Sounds like a positively delirious state of existence.
It's some delirious biz nasty, alright.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I'm gonna authorize a goddamn. You may swipe it at the door to check yourself into the burn ward.
Might you loosen the purse strings on an oh no he didn't?
Nah, those are kept in the emergency reserve for yo mama jokes from the 90s. Anyway, I'm telling you, if I said anything at all about it, she probably doesn't even fire her gun once, and all I'm doing is dragging her into a doomed timeline with me.
I guess I'm learning to be impressed by your sense of obligation to inevitable misfortune. It's a strange case of inspiration through futility.
None of this is that big a deal. I just mentioned the basics to her, that I'd stop time traveling soon, break out of the loops, not have to wonder all the time if I was taking a wrong turn and dooming everybody. I was never that cool with this.
With what, exactly?
You know how you turned out to be this incredibly shitty seer of light and basically failed at that in every way imaginable?
Hey!
Well, maybe I never wanted to be the Knight of Time. Maybe I'd rather just be like the Dave of Guy, just some dude.
These really do not sound like the words of someone ready to face his own death. The kind you don't wake up from, I mean.
I guess not. Guess I failed my quest then. So I'm like, now what, bitches? To nobody in particular, I guess.
The unseen bitches callously conspiring to expect greatness from you.
Yes, those exact bitches.
If that's how you feel, then why don't you insist on going to the mission to deliver the tumor? Black and whitened for a giant yin-yang bomb.
Oh, I see. There's like little gray spots in there. Why are they doing that? Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff burned into the wall.
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Then, I guess that's what happened. I delivered the bomb and now I must be dead.
Are you sure?
Is that wrong?
Maybe you should try to answer the question. Why did you want to go?
Because I made the map, so I knew how to get there better.
But that seems simple enough. A set of bearings to follow. See? The application pilots the moon. Change course when necessary. Anyone can do it, really. We talked about this, debated, if you'll recall.
Okay, if you remember it all so clearly, why are you grilling me on this shit? Will you just tell me what's going on?
I'm just seeing if you can remember. And if you're sticking to your story about why you should be the one to go.
Well, I am, because I should. Or should have. Man, what the fuck's going on? Am I dead, or are you dead, or what?
You're almost there, really. Just try to remember a little more. What happened after we decided you'd go?
Oh yeah. We were trying to figure out a way to detach the moon, so I could pilot it out there, fly it into the sun.
Cowlfwelch. There it is.
But the chain was huge. Couldn't think of a way to break it. Then I know where this sword appears in the thing. So I'm thinking, obviously I have to break it with the sword somehow. Because it's all I fucking do is break swords. But as I'm thinking of how to do it, I put my hand on it. And it just snaps off with this comical shattering noise. Like I just fucked up some priceless shit in the Louvre. See, like that. Like I did again just there with my hand. Because it dream bubbles. Remember when that happened?
And Liv Tyler was there.
Then I took it and sliced the chain, like this. Damn, still cuts like it's plowing through a shaft of boneless zombie meat.
Careful. I just managed to quell my appetite after that burger talk.
Whoops. Yeah. So then, the moon started drifting away, and I was gonna fly up and take it to the sun, and I said something to you, or I was going to, like, say bye or something. But you were just standing there not saying anything, holding that ball of yarn. And then, oh, God, that's right. Come on, knocking me out so you can steal the suicide mission? God damn it, that's so trite.
I really am sorry for that.
It's like, here's how bad this is. We are basically Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck from John's shitty, crappy movies. You made this even more Armageddon than it already was, sealing me in the airlock so I could go home to Liv Tyler and have the most terrible babies with her.
If it's any consolation, Liv Tyler actually came with me on the suicide mission.
The bunny or the actress?
Which would make you feel better.
You not knocking me out with a ball of fucking yarn is fucking what?
If I could have chosen a method of sparing your life you may have found more awesome, I would. Is there an ironic way to do that?
This probably comes close, but that doesn't make it not lame as hell.
Does it matter if I took some personal satisfaction in seeing you fall unconscious at the gentle glance of a soft cotton globe?
It's cool you're so tickled by this. I hope it brought you a lot of rad laughs on your way to go fucking explode. So that's it. I'm actually lying here on Durst asleep. And you went out there to blow up the sun, and now you're dead, and I'm dream chilling with your smug ghost.
Yes to the first part.
No, so you're not dead?
Not yet.
Then you're dreaming. What? What? You taking a little nap on the moon in the middle of nowhere?
Afraid not. I'm wide awake.
Oh, wonderful. Another interruption. For next time on Homestuck. Oh, boy. Okay, well, gonna be honest, I actually liked Rose in this episode. It was the Rose that I remember. The one that made the plans and said the funny lines and did some stuff. Thumbs up. Thank God she's in the story again, I guess. The John Vriska thing is pretty fun, too. Although... I guess I could rank the 5 stories. Which one was the hat one? Oh, that's not going to take me back to the last... Oh. Well, that's my bad. I don't remember which one the hat one was. So I'll put that one in last place. After that, it's probably Liv Tyler ambush, because that was like 3 panels in both of them. Then the sprites, then John and Vriska, then Rose and Dave. There you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. I already gave you everything at the front of the episode, so I don't need to really give you anything else. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully for a normal length episode. God damn, this was an hour long. I don't have time for this today. I really don't. Okay, bye.